So as you can see right there on the door, and yeah, with the microphone and everything, this setup looks heavy, but it only weighs about 3 pounds. I just tested it out. So it's plenty and within the limits. You start probably getting into an issue when you have an 1DX Mark II or something like that. So what's going on, everybody? DaCosta here, and today I want to show you another product review, something I've been using for a little bit, and it's mostly used in the car, trying to drive instead of holding the camera, which is not safe at all. Please don't do that. Do not drive and vlog at the same time unless you got somebody filming for you, or you got it propped up against a windshield or some kind of device where it's not going to move. So today with me I have the Gecko Dual Mount. This thing comes pretty much, as you see here, just this piece, and then you get a little cold shoe or hot shoe adapter, whatever it may be. I'm not sure if I have any use for it right now, but we'll see. And this is the case it comes with, and you can get this on eBay, you can get this on B&H or Amazon, whatever it may be. I will put the links down below for Amazon if you are looking to get one of these. And I gotta say, this thing is very, very handy. If you drive around a lot and you like to vlog in the car, or you like to put it up against your door, your windows, or whatever it is, it sticks. Like, this thing is legit. It's very lightweight, and you have knobs here to adjust these cups. So this knob right here, if you wanna do that, it goes like this, forward and back. And there are teeth, which is great. That means this thing's not gonna slip and fall when you tighten it. If you don't tighten it all the way, for example, you don't have to worry about this thing's not gonna move around, because it's got the gears in the locking mechanism. So, and you got one for both sides. And this is to mount in awkward positions. Every car is different. Every windshield is different. I recommend mounting it as slow as possible and off to the middle, so that you're not blocking your view while you're driving. Play around with your car when you get this and see what works for you. And it has also these, it's almost, you can call it a magic arm, because this thing is pretty awesome. If you undo this latch right here, then you can get it to any position that you want to. And then it's got another one on the top as well. This knob right here will control the ball head, and you can get it in the perfect position. I will put the footage here of me driving it. I had the Canon G7X Mark II on it, which I most likely will be using that. I'm also gonna test out the Canon EOS R and see how that pans out while on the windshield. It's a little bit heavier than the Canon G7X. I have to find a scale so I can weigh my setup to see if it's compatible, because the Fat Gecko Dual Mount is rated for up to 8 pounds. If you do have something that's a little bit heavier, they do make a triple mount that allows you to mount heavier cameras, and that one is rated up to 12 pounds. They also make a single mount that is mostly for GoPros and cameras like that. But if you don't want to buy a bunch of them and you want to just buy one, the dual will fit most cameras, because you can still put a GoPro on this, and you can put a DSLR, you can put a mirrorless camera. In that way you save money and you're not buying all of them for no reason. I have to say, I've seen a lot of videos where people mount these to the outside of their car, which you can do it, but I just cannot put myself to do that. I don't know if I can put my very expensive camera that I worked so hard for to get it, to mount this to the side of my car. I don't have insurance on my camera, so that's probably the reason why. If you do have insurance, if you're gonna do something like that, please make sure that you have insurance or something like that where you can get it fixed for free, or I just cannot put myself to do that. And the biggest reason is, it's not that I don't trust the mount per se. My issue with it is that I have a truck, and if you look on the side of my truck, the whole thing is pelted with rocks. I get the, you know, the big wheel wells, and it just kicks up rocks all over the side of my truck. I have little scratches everywhere on the side of the truck. I'm pretty sure that one of those rocks would probably hit the camera lens because you're mounting it right in the line of fire. Maybe I'll try on my wife's car or something, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it with the truck just because I don't want the rocks to hit the camera lens. Not so much worried about holding it. I think if you clean the surface and you mount it properly, it will hold it. They do guarantee you that it will hold up to 8 pounds. So I don't know, what are your thoughts? Please let me know down below if you're using one of these, if you use something else, what you recommend. I have it mounted to my front door, and as you can see, I got my Canon G7X going on right there, and this thing will mount right on it. So you can mount it pretty much anywhere as long as you have a smooth surface. So there it is, mounted to my front door. So right now I have the Canon EOS R with the 24-105 lens mounted to it with a Rode Video Mic Pro, and I'll show you what that setup looks like. So as you can see right there on the door, and yeah, with the microphone and everything, this setup looks heavy, but it only weighs about 3 pounds. You start probably getting into an issue when you have an 1DX Mark II or something like that. This is the setup right there. So here you go, Canon EOS R on a Fat Gecko Dual Mount, mounted to the door, approved. My street's very bumpy, so this is gonna be a good test, and I drive a truck, so it's gonna be loud and bumpy as it can be. We'll see how this footage looks like as it gets moving around as I go over potholes and things. But yeah, I mean, I like it. For the Canon G7X, I think this is great. The only thing I don't like is, obviously, going with these cameras, is the sound. The audio is not as great as having an external microphone like any other camera that has an adapter to plug in a microphone. So but as far as the weight on this, I think it's perfect. This camera is so light that it's not even moving as I go over the bumps, so I'm pretty sure the image is gonna come out okay, but we'll see. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you use these and how you worked up your courage to put it outside your car. I hope you have insurance on your cameras before you do that. I don't, so I probably won't be doing that anytime soon. Road right here. This is a good test for this. Very good test right here. Piece of advice when vlogging in the car: put your camera on auto. Unless you're doing a static, like, not, you know, in studio at home where you have control over everything, don't have your camera. Put it in auto, because like right now, as you can see, it changes so much. If I have it set to something, it would be completely dark and never gonna look good again. So see how the camera just adjusts much quicker than I could by hand, especially driving. I couldn't change it that fast. So you are gonna get, you know, change in exposure, especially when you're driving on a sunny day. So just a little tip there: vlog in auto if you can. Or you can also, the alternative too, if you know your shutter speed, which for video usually it's double the frame rate, and you know the aperture you want to shoot in, then you can just still use manual, but just put on auto ISO. That's the way to go as well. It's up to you. I love you guys. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't do anything at all. It's up to you guys. Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the next video.